Welcome to the Online Services International Fuel Tax Agreement Webfile demonstration. To begin, log into your New York State Online Services business account. You'll need both an open IFTA tax account and a New York State Online Services business account to use this free service. If you haven't created an Online Services business account, visit the Online Services section of our website to learn how. Select the menu icon located in the upper left of your account summary page. From the drop-down menu, select Other Taxes, then select International Fuel Tax Agreement Webfile. If you have any partially completed returns, you'll be brought to the Returns Not Completed page. Any saved filings will be displayed in the section headed Returns Not Completed. To continue the filing, select the filing period in the Filing Period column. To delete a saved file, click the Delete icon beside it. To begin a new filing, select Start New Return. Next, you'll be presented with a short questionnaire asking for basic information about the selected filing period. To learn more about specific fields or questions, select the question mark icon beside it. In the section headed Filing Information, select the desired filing period from the drop-down menu. Next, let us know if you operated in any jurisdictions for the selected filing period. If you chose yes, you'll be asked if you are filing for 6 or more fuel types. If so, you must use paper forms IFTA 100 and IFTA 101. If you're canceling your license for IFTA purposes, let us know in the section headed Final Return. When finished, select Continue. This will bring you to the Return Summary page. You may choose to stop and save your work at any time by selecting Save and Exit, located on the top right of every page. All data entered to that point will then be retained, allowing you to continue your filing later. In the section headed Fuel Types, you'll see a list of fuel types from your previously filed returns. To add a fuel type, select it from the Add Fuel Type drop-down menu, then select Add. To remove a fuel type, click the Delete icon beside it. Note that removing a fuel type will not delete it from your IFTA tax account. You can enter or view information for a specific fuel type by selecting its name in the Fuel Type column. On the Miles per Gallon page, you can provide fleet mileage information for the selected fuel type. In the section headed Miles per Gallon, enter your mileage information and select Calculate to calculate your average fleet miles per gallon. When you're ready to proceed, select Continue. This will bring you to the Jurisdiction Summary page. In the section headed Jurisdiction Summary, you'll see a list of jurisdictions from your previously filed returns. To add a jurisdiction, select it from the Add Jurisdictions drop-down menu, then select Add. To remove a jurisdiction, click the Delete icon beside it. Note that removing a jurisdiction will not delete it from your IFTA tax account. You can enter information for each jurisdiction in this section, or you can enter or view detailed information for each jurisdiction by selecting its name in the Jurisdiction column. On the Jurisdictions Details page, you'll be able to view detailed information for the selected jurisdiction. In the section headed Jurisdiction Details, add or update your information for the selected jurisdiction, then select Calculate. You can navigate to the Jurisdiction Details page for each jurisdiction by selecting Next Jurisdiction or Previous Jurisdiction. When information has been entered for all jurisdictions, select Jurisdiction Summary. This will return you to the Jurisdiction Summary page. In the section headed Jurisdiction Summary, review the information you provided. If no changes are needed, select Calculate to compute your total tax due for each jurisdiction. When finished, select Continue. On your Return Summary page, a green check mark appears in the Status column beside each completed task. When all tasks have been marked complete, you may proceed with your filing by selecting Continue. This will bring you to the Tax Due Details page. In the section headed Fuel Tax Calculation, any credits available from previous quarters will be displayed in the field labeled Credits Carried Forward. You may change this amount if you do not want to use the total available credit. To calculate your total amount due, select Calculate. In the section headed Payment Information, your total amount due will now be listed as a payment. You may change this payment amount, but be aware that paying less than the total amount due may subject you to penalties and interest. When you are ready to proceed, select Continue. On the Select Your Payment Method page, you can choose to pay online using either a direct debit from a bank account or to pay by mail with a check. Please note, you will be presented with a printable voucher with mailing instructions at the end of your transaction. To make sure that your payment is properly applied, be sure to include this voucher with your payment. To make a payment by direct debit from your bank account, select Pay from Bank Account. The Pay from Bank Account page will allow you to make a direct debit payment from a checking or savings account. To make a payment, enter your bank routing number. The bank name should populate automatically. Next, enter and confirm your bank account number. Select the account type from the drop-down box and enter the name of the account holder. If you'd like us to save your bank account information for future filings, check the box labeled Save Bank Account. If the return you're filing is not past due, you'll have the option to schedule your payment to a future date. You cannot schedule a payment later than the return's due date. If you have partially paid or if we determine that you owe an additional amount, we will bill you for the remaining balance. We will not debit your account for more than the amount authorized. When you are ready to review your return, select Continue. This will bring you to the Review and Verify page. To review your return, select View. To make changes to your information, select Edit. If no changes are needed, review the e-signature section and select Submit. On the Transaction Confirmation page, you'll be issued a confirmation number indicating that your return has been received. You should print this confirmation page for your records by selecting Print. To print or save a copy of your full return, select View Print Forms. Close the Browser tab to return to your account summary. This completes our demonstration. If you have questions, please visit our website for further information. Thank you for your interest in New York State Online Services.